Welcome to Roll and Review, where we talk about all things nerdy and awesome. I'm Jim.
And I'm Alex.
Welcome back to the Roll and Review show.
We actually have some consistency for once.
It's about damn time.
Right?
As always, we're watching the chat, so if you have any input, please let us know.
Look at us being professional.
Happy to respond to you. Also, we have a couple links down in the description. Since we're talking about trailers and stuff later, link to all those trailers down below. So check those out when you have a chance, if you don't know what we're talking about.
All right. First, we're going to start off. We got some upcoming events that we're going to try to be doing. We're trying to work on some filming for a couple game reviews / discussion things. Another Who Would Win, except we're having some camera problems. So hopefully we can get that out as quickly as possible. And we're going to try to keep doing some Let's Plays, trying to bring our friend Zach back into it because that was a lot of fun. So hopefully we can just start doing more stuff.
And hopefully it will have a wonderful surprise for all of our videos right around our 1-year anniversary. So I'm excited for that. Anyway, still coming up, our session 0 for D&D will be Friday the 24th of February. So that's pretty exciting. We'll let you know a little bit more about exact time, but definitely keep an eye out on our Facebook page. We're doing a lot of communicating through there. So
that's true. All right. Main on, the biggest news from everything this week was probably with some of the trailers that dropped during the Super Bowl. Obviously, the most watched event of the year is going to have some major things going on with it.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, first thing, gotta love it. Love their first trailer. Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, please.
Yeah. Just give me more of that soundtrack. Just taking it all in. I need more of it.
Right, the soundtrack is fantastic. Was happy to see that it was not, stolen by Baby Groot this time, because I was happy to see some other characters get a little bit of a shining.
Yeah, and it seems like we're going to be having Nebula and Yondu joining the Guardians at some point. Especially Nebula had her Rocket Raccoon shot of in a ship just going, ah, like they seem to like to do in the movies.
And comics.
Yeah. And Yondu seems to be really mad at the Ravengers because he seems to just be murdering them like it's cool. Apparently they're traitors, I'm guessing. I'm guessing there's some type of mutiny, which sends Yondu on a murderous arrow rage on all of his former crew.
I hope so, because that looked really cool. And if that was longer, I would be totally okay with that.
Yeah. Drax is still hilarious.
Yep. I think Drax stole this trailer with that, hey, watch out. Guys,
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah. Look out. Guys, I tried.
I saw that and I was like, that's like the Baby Groot moment of this one.
And apparently both him and Medusa is the woman's name who got hit by the boulder.
Am I missing something?
I'm not sure what her name is. But apparently they're both the dry wit, like kind of, and they're supposed to be best friends, so I think that's going to be pretty fun.
Yeah. That combo should be fantastic.
But Baby Groot did kind of get his one of the best lines in when we have a little swearing Baby Groot on the team now.
Welcome to the frickin' Guardians of the Galaxy, except he didn't say frickin'. Perfect.
I think needless to say, everyone's looking forward to it. I think James Gunn's doing a great job with the property, and I think it's going to be it's going to be weird, but it's going to be a knockout. It's going to knock it out of the park.
Oh, yeah, and Guardians of the Galaxy was this wonderful movie when it first came out. That was a great combination of humor and action, and I think that they're following that up perfectly, at least from what we've seen of the trailers. Now, trailers can be deceptive, but
yeah,
they've seemed to do a really good job with the trailers, and I don't feel anxious about this movie as I have about other movies in the past. It's
going to be weird, but it's going to be glorious with it. Everyone's going to have fun.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you segue into the next bit of news, since you'll probably know more about this than I would.
Cyborg news.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you know more about this one than I do.
I've just heard it was confirmed that with the mother boxes that Cyborg is going to be one of the ones that Steppenwolf was floating around in the goo around Lex Luthor in that leaked little clip that came out. I want to have Justice League as one of my most anticipated of the year, because it's the Justice League. There should be no reason why it's not. I mean, except for it's competing with Star Wars, but it just hasn't earned anything to be excited about. Like, I am more excited for Guardians because I'm pretty sure I'm going to go into that and have a great experience than I am with the Justice League, because I just don't know.
Yeah, that's the problem with what they've done in the past with their movies in this universe is they've kind of ruined the anticipation, because even if this is a great movie, which I hope it is, and I would not be I mean, if Cyborg is floating around in the goo, makes sense. He's kind of using that technology to live, so makes sense to me. But I'm like you said, like I'm not anticipating that one that much this year because they've shown us two bad movies, while Marvel's shown us great movies. Disney with Star Wars has shown us great movies. There's just better movie franchises out there right now.
Especially since all the reports out of Wonder Woman are that the movie is a complete mess. So it's like...
Wonder Woman's a complete mess. Batman is having director issues.
Flash is still having director issues.
Flash hasn't ceased to have director's issues since its inception.
Yeah, it's just...
And I was talking with a wonderful man named Mitch at the comic book shop I go to now. They don't help us at all, so I'm not going to use their name. So, hey, Mitch, help us out, and I'll advertise you. It's my shameless plug. Anyway, we were talking, and
it wasn't really shameless.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't all that shameless. Anyway, so we were talking how they haven't set up anything other than what they have going right now with DC. While they could have been using like Batman vs Superman to, yes, hint towards Doomsday and all of what they're doing now, but they could also have added in some of these characters and characters that we think would work in these to do things like the Legion of Doom after this Doomsday thing is happening, instead of whenever this is over, they're going to have to completely set up a whole new storyline instead of going, hey, you remember all these villains that kind of helped get us to Doomsday but weren't really prominent? Well, now they're going to be prominent.
You mean Darkseid?
Yes, I keep saying Doomsday, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Batman vs Superman has tainted my mind on DC so badly. Yes, I mean Darkseid.
But Jim, Matt, you don't have to worry about, because they're not setting up characters, because it's just so important that they killed Jimmy Olsen. That's a very important thing that they had to do.
Ridiculously important, yes.
And DC is just, their strong point is setting things up. So, I mean, why are we worried at this point? Because that's just the strength that they have right now.
I'm sorry. This is just perfect. Yeah, no, totally. They're totally great at all of that.
Yes.
Why should we be worried? Because they've only shown us great, great things in the past.
But that's none of my business.
Yeah, who are we to say? That's none of our business. We're not execs over at DC or Warner Brothers, so we're just the people who would spend money to see their movies and then buy the DVDs later. Even though, I can probably see it on Netflix or online, I still buy the DVDs for movies I like, aka like Civil War. Have that DVD. Watch it on Netflix. Have the DVD, because I support that.
Yeah, you should. Support good things. Vote with your dollar. Anyway.
Exactly.
All right.
So, moving on.
Speaking of Civil War and Marvel, we're actually be getting a spiritual sequel to the Marvel Alliance series. We're having Square Enix and Marvel team up for a nice, good, how do you even want to call the game? Because I'm not exactly sure what its
Well,
tone
let's
is.
see. Well, we don't know much about what game,
Yeah.
but the important thing is it's not just one game. They signed a multi-year, multi-game contract.
That's good.
So, yeah, we might get. I hope we get like Avengers Ultimate Alliance #3, but I also hope we get a like Avengers game, just like like a Borderlands type game where you can pick from one of the Avengers. It's a first-person game. You can work together online, or you can do it individually, but not a mass online, but a co-op game with a few of your friends.
I don't want an Ultimate Alliance 3. I want them just to reboot it completely so we can get everything in the brand new graphics and good voice acting, and so it can be a nice cinematic fun game that way. Let it be spiritual tied to the others, but I'd like a reboot.
I'm okay with how the other games are. I'm fine without them redoing it. If they were to like remaster them in anticipation for the new game, that'd be great to bring it up graphically to the quality of what we have now. But I don't really want them to ignore those games or like to reboot it, because those were great games. I still on an off day will go back and play those games. So remaster those and put out a new one. Or
who are the developers for those? Was that Capcom?
I don't recall. Wonderful thing about this, we have the internet and we can find out.
Yeah, find that out for us, because the only thing I don't see them remastering it just because ownership rights of everything, because Marvel only has the licensing. It's not the developer. So I don't know if there's going to be a remaster. And I don't think it will be a sequel. That's why I said just spiritual, because just legal issues.
Let's see. We have Activision published it.
Okay.
Barking Lizard, Raven Software developed it. So you're right. They probably can't remaster those, but
I'm just worried as they might be trying to get into something that kind of Final Fantasy-ish with this, and I don't know if that's exactly what I want. I think it could be good, but I'm not sure if that's exactly what I want at this point.
Yeah. Like my biggest hope is still a very much like a Borderlands type of game where it has that comic-y feel.
Yeah.
But you can choose your Avenger, and you can play with a few friends.
Yeah.
So you have the chance for a single player game, which I think until recently is lacking on the next gen stuff. Plus you get you have that co-op / couch co-op opportunity. You can play as your favorite Avenger. So
I think we're probably going to get something more in the line of probably something Kingdom Hearts-ish, where you still get the jokiness, but it's Square Enix, so they're going to stick to the stuff that they have. Than Borderlands.
That's possible. The one thing I do have to say, though, is with the postings they've put out for jobs, it does very much seem like they're going to do with their games, they're going to do some sort of talent tree, possibly some customization possibilities. So even if it turned into like almost a Bethesda style Skyrim, Fallout 4, but in the Marvel universe, I'd be okay with that too. And that's just from what we've seen from what they're looking for in a game developer for these kinds of projects. So
they just better get Nolan North to voice Deadpool.
Either that or Will Friedle.
Nolan's better.
And Nolan's better, but that Deadpool for the Ultimate Spider-Man show was pretty great.
Yeah. But anyway, the best part about the Deadpool game, and even with the before then, the Deadpool showing up in different animated shows was Nolan North. So
yeah,
it's hard to tell the difference. He was just a great job. Anyway,
screw it, get Ryan Reynolds.
Anyway,
moving on.
One that came in the Super Bowl, and there's been a couple after, is the the marketing for Logan just seems to be amazing, especially since there's been different press releases, not like of like the first 40 minutes of the movie, and everyone has been saying this movie's incredible. The worst part is the fact that they turned it off and they couldn't watch the rest of the movie.
Yeah, and just what they've done in the trailers has been fantastic. I'm loving the trailers. Hearing that from the limited viewings,
Yeah.
how can we not be excited for this movie?
Watching the new Step Aside little 1 minute trailer of them going up to these rednecks trying to keep them off this spot of land, trying to intimidate them with the shotgun, and he just grabs it, bashes him in the face, and then breaks the shotgun in half over his knee like it's nothing.
Right?
Just brutal. This is going to be a completely different, I think this has the chance to be my favorite X-Men movie.
Yeah. Plus, we get X-23, like Child X-23. We get some Charles Xavier.
She looks awesome. I'm
Yeah.
still wondering if Charles is a figment of imagination, depending on the universe that this is in.
You know, either way, from what I've seen, in the trailers, what they had, I kind of liked, especially with the like, she could be better than me. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
X-23 is awesome.
X-23 is awesome. She is by far one of my favorite kind of mutants right now.
She's the best. She's the best gender swap of a character.
Yes.
Ever.
Basically, the only one that doesn't seem campy.
Enforced, because they made her own thing, and that's exactly what you should do with a character, not just try to copy something for the sake of diversity.
Exactly. With that, they weren't pushing an agenda. They weren't pushing anything like that. They made a really cool female version of a character, and it worked.
Yeah, because now it's X-23. She's her own thing, and that's what people want to see.
Yep.
If you put some little time and effort there, creators will like it.
Right.
We don't like the fact that we don't like when you just change one thing and call it new. No, we don't like that. Give us some effort.
Right? Or give us some effort in writing the story and not just pushing an agenda, like not having your view be agenda focused, but the story focused. Because we saw the same thing with Angela, Queen of Hell, that comic book, which got trashed, which was clearly very agenda driven. Like anytime they do things like that,
Captain Marvel
suffer. Captain Marvel, even a little bit with Thor, the Mighty Thor right now. Unworthy Thor, however, fantastic book. I love that book. It is focusing on Odin's son Thor, finding a hammer from another universe that was destroyed in their big story last year, and of Secret Wars, and he finds another universe's hammer, and he can pick that up, which is super cool.
Or does he?
Well, we'll see.
All right. We also have some new news in the Elder Scrolls, their universe.
Yeah, they're putting out a DLC for Elder Scrolls Online, which not a good game.
Oh, joy of joys, Elder Scrolls Online.
I know. They're doing Morrowind, so that's great.
I'm happy.
A lot of people like Morrowind. From the trailer, and this was a Super Bowl trailer, you got the Dwemer mechs, you have some crazy bears. It's pretty much all you saw in the fighting.
And you're gonna be in Vardenfell, so you're gonna be seeing crazy mushrooms and all this other crap going around. So hopefully you'll get some Silt Striders and all the other stuff that everyone loved about Morrowind. Hopefully you'll see the Moring Tong, the different clans with the Dark Elves. So we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think Elder Scrolls Online is still a crap game.
No.
And I don't think this is going to save it from being a crap game. I think this is just to keep the servers online.
It's gotten better. It's gotten better since its initial release. It was not anywhere near what we wanted and what it should have been. We didn't get what was advertised.
Yeah.
It's plain and simple. That's it. All right. Let's see. Next, we got a news trailer for Stranger Things. I still catching up on the show, so I'm not going to be able to say too much about it. But everyone else in the world around me is losing their goddamn mind about this trailer. So I'm guessing it's good. So I'm just going to sit back and go on from there.
Yeah. So I've seen all of Stranger Things because I'm actually cultured, unlike Alex. No, I'm kidding.
Because someone has time and I don't.
Yeah, kind of. Or I had time when it came out. Anyway, so the show was great, and I was wondering where they're going to go with it. I'm still kind of wondering what's going on. I'm really confused why they're wearing Ghostbusters outfits because no one else seems to be dressed up. But hey, what do I know?
80s.
80s. Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, it's just the 80s.
Ghostbusters were huge.
Everyone on normal days wore Ghostbusters costumes in the 80s. No, it's with it coming out around Halloween. I'm assuming it's taking place right at Halloween. It's still mysterious what that silhouette of whatever that was. I'm excited to find out more. I just think, you give us a trailer now. We were already hooked on the show. Now you're making us wait till October. Thanks, douches.
That sounds about right.
Yep. Because now I just want to watch it now, and now I have to wait till Halloween. That's a long way away.
Hey, Valve's been doing it instead of we're not going to make you wait a few months. We're going to make you indefinitely for Half-Life 3. Just
hey, apparently there was rumors that Half-Life 3 2018.
Yeah. I'll believe it when I finish the game. Halfway through, if it comes out halfway through I'm playing, it's just going to cut saying, oh yeah, we're done.
Just cut to black.
Yeah, cut to black. It's going to Sopranos us and just like, ha, 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 ha.
Damn you. God.
Speaking of pieces of crap who won't go away, Transformers.
Dear God. I was okay with, I think it was the last one with Mark Wahlberg.
You're okay with that piece of shit?
I thought it was entertaining if I ignored all other Transformers movies that we had gotten previously. However, I, of course, realized major money grab. So that was
going to China for no reason.
Yep.
No, I'm not going to go on a tirade on Transformers. So I'm just going to sit here and let Jim look like an idiot liking Transformers 4.
I didn't say I liked it. I said I was okay with it. It wasn't as bad as Batman vs. Superman. So boom. This movie, I don't want to see.
No, you cannot make a thing like that. As much as I didn't like Batman v Superman, Transformers 4 was so much worse. You can't. No.
I'm sorry. I could watch one coherent movie with Transformers 4 and not 4 movies mashed together, teabagged by Zack Snyder.
I'm not getting into this argument right now over this, but seriously, you act what? God, you like the
movie as a whole?
You like a movie with constant just advertisements just in your face the entire time, explaining to a generation of kids that you can sleep with underage people because the Romeo and Juliet law? That you like all of that crap?
I didn't say I liked it. You keep putting this on me. You're like, you liked it? I have never said I liked it. Not at one point did I say I liked this movie. I said it was better than a piece of crap movie where they put 4 movies together, mixed it all up, shook it all up, made me hate everything DC for months.
Transformers is still worse. Sorry. It's so bad. So bad.
Moving on from all of that bullshit.
God.
Moving on from all of that bullshit, we have
more
this
bullshit
new
that doesn't need to
terrible looking movie, which, I mean, oh yeah, Optimus Prime is back. Cool. I don't care. Oh, Transformers are still doing things around Earth. I don't care.
speaking of not caring going on too long, we have the Fate of the Furious. You ask anyone, what was the perfect note that the Fast and Furious franchise could have gone out on? Oh, Paul Walker riding off into the sunset after he was horribly taken from the world too early? Perfect.
Yep. I was done.
Perfect.
I was like, cool. We wrapped up that series.
That was the one time everyone got an emotional investment in a Fast and Furious movie. Everyone was just sitting there with the feels like, oh God, this is actually making me feel something. No, they had to go ruin it. Make Vin Diesel evil. Bring back Jason Statham. Oh my God, it's just so stupid.
It is. Talking about money grabs. This is the moneyest of the money grabs.
There's no reason for this to exist. Besides, the studio will think it will make $1 billion. I hope it doesn't, just to show them that not to end things when it's the appropriate time to end things. Like, I hope no one just feels like the same as us and just like, fuck it, we're not seeing it.
Yeah. There are movies like this. I pray that no one goes to the theaters and sees.
Yeah.
I would never approve of pirating, but don't see it in theaters.
I'm not seeing this movie either way. Anyway, okay.
I'm just talking about those people who just have to see it, to see what they do.
Another
see it in theaters.
Another Super Bowl trailer that we got that I don't know. The next, officially known as Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Ugh, God.
I don't want to see this either. First, you have Turner coming back, and now he's starting to look, he's fishy. And I went, what the fuck did you do? He made it 10 years doing his job. Got to go be with Keira Knightley again. He was totally fine. Now he's being fishy. What the shit, guys? Come on.
He literally had one job. One job. All you have to do is escort the dead from point A to point B. All you have to do. Nothing else. All you have to do. But no, apparently that's too hard.
Oh, clearly. Because movies are not original. They don't make original movies now.
Anyway, I don't even really want to talk about that trailer. I mean, it looks fine, I guess.
It was action, ships blowing up, more magic shit. You know,
I like Javier Bardem, but I think it's unnecessary. Captain Jack Sparrow is covered in garbage. Would he just come from his last movies or something? I don't know. I don't really see a need for it. I feel like, and someone who loves Disney and everything else like that, I'm just like, it's had its welcome. I'm still going to have great affection for The Curse of the Black Pearl. I think that movie is still very well done and very good, but I don't know if I want any more sequels.
I love the original trilogy. I don't want any more. I just don't want any more. That's basically it. I'm just done.
Yeah, I'm done.
So, woo.
Yeah, woo.
Our enthusiasm for that.
Yeah, calm yourself down, Jim. We can't have you getting too excited in front of the people.
Well, after yelling about plenty of other stupid things, I felt like I needed to calm down anyway. Moving on to our last little bit here of news this week. Rumors about EA actually doing what they should be doing.
EA? I don't believe you.
No, they're probably going to do the same shit they did before. Oh, we were planning on a single player campaign, but we cut it so we could put it out in time for episode 8.
Yeah, probably.
Because that's what they did with Battlefront, well, the first one in this new reboot, and episode 7.
Yeah, but
So
with the giant backlash that they received for that, I don't think that's going to be a sound business model for coming games. When they
that's fair.
when they basically had an entire fan base go, "Oh, this is crap," and it started like, "Oh, this is oh, this is crap." That's how everything went.
Yeah, I mean, we were all like, even just like the installing screen when I was just trying to load the game and install the game for the first time, you could just be like Vader and just kill a bunch of people in the Hoth base. I was like, this could be a fun game. Oh my gosh, this is going to be fun.
It had the longevity of No Man's Sky. Great entertainment at first, and then just go down, done.
Yeah. Except with less lying.
Yeah, you trade off lying for expectations, though. So
yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
But one quick thing that there is the talks of the game coming out that is kind of be like an RPG Uncharted style game, actually headed by the creative director behind the Uncharted series, set in the Star Wars universe. I cannot wait. I want to know more, and I want it now.
Yes. Explain what you're talking about.
It's a game that's coming out. It's going to be kind of like an Uncharted in Star Wars type game. It's going to be kind of more of like a grittier feel to it of what we know right now. We don't know too much about it, except we're going to get a good cinematic feel to everything that probably can be focused more on the underworld of things. And it's going, if it just delivers on half of what it's saying it is, it's going to be amazing. Especially with the creative director that it currently has. It's going to be awesome.
We'll see.
All right.
I've been lied to too many times. I've been hurt.
Yeah, but has Uncharted lied to you?
No, but
there you go.
And
I think the fact
that how does he forget random shit throughout the years? Oh, Nathan Drake has a brother. Haven't heard about him for 3 games, but those are just nitpicky things.
Anyway. All right.
Anyway.
Lead us into our last segment.
All right. So our last little segment here.
Well, I pet a dog.
Fair enough. Is our most anticipated game releases for 2017. A whole lot of stuff's coming out this year. We still don't even know when a lot of stuff is being released. A lot of to be announced, which most likely means for the big name games, November, right before Christmas. But still a whole bunch of stuff. Alex, what are you thinking? What are your most anticipated game releases?
Well, there's 2 right now. One is going down, has been known as one of the best games of all time. A little Western genre game called Red Dead Redemption. This game was one of the most innovators in storytelling by it's not Naughty Dog, it's Rockstar, sorry. By Rockstar. A great open world Western game, and they're making a sequel. It's not really a sequel, it's more of a prequel because it's going to take place since I don't want to spoil a 7-year-old game, but kind of be hard to go a sequel direction. So it's going to go back. Looks like we'll probably be spending time with John Marston's gang, and I think it's going to be bigger, it's going to be better. Hopefully it's very cinematic, and I hope they give it the time and effort that it needed. And that's why we had to wait so long for another game.
Yeah, the hype after that game's poster got released, and the trailer and the amount of time we've had to wait for this game. I'm expecting great things.
Yeah, because when you have to wait a while, it's one of 2 things. You get generally Elder Scrolls waiting, where they take their time and make a great game, or you get Duke Nukem waiting, where it just is in developmental hell and is crap. I'm really thinking this is more the former.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, with the games that are in developmental hell, we generally hear about terrible things, happening with either the development of the game throughout or not, whatnot. When the games, games that they don't have to make a big stink about, like Skyrim, things like that, Fallout, when all of a sudden they get they get announced,
and everyone loses their mind.
And then the months coming up, you still don't hear about any bad crap happening behind the scenes. It's pretty much a really good sign that it's going to be a well-produced game, and that's all we've seen from Red Dead
And the
Redemption.
fact that we've heard how big this game is going to be, I think they're just taking their time to give it the time and effort it needs to do it justice. They're not going to be pulling a Ubisoft, here's a beta at release, and we'll patch it afterward.
Well, I don't think too many games can pull that anymore, especially after the Assassin's Creed games. They got so much bad backlash that it hurt this franchise in later games when they actually put out a decent game like Syndicate.
Yeah, they're really going to have to make up for Unity, and developers can't do that. Gamers have spoken with how they buy things and just the backlash that no, we're not going to be doing this. So hopefully that just gets better. All right, what are your... Go over your most one, and then we have a couple honorable mentions.
Yeah. So having made a definitive decision, I was really struggling with this. Actually, on our little agenda, I still have two things down because I literally just came up with what my most anticipated game is. But my most anticipated game is Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, really?
Yes. I am so excited for it. It's one single player. I have been waiting for some sort of great single player game. And while I really enjoyed games like Watch Dogs 2, which I just recently finished, which was really good, this isn't a sequel. It's not something I kind of already know, but it's new. It looks really creative. It's not just animals, but they're these weird like mech dinosaurs. It's really cool. I think the best way to describe it. I can't wait for it. It hasn't gotten tons of press, weirdly enough. A lot of people know about it, but it's not a huge name game that everyone's been talking about for a long time, though. So
everyone's still talking about Resident Evil at this point. And
that's true.
That's what everyone's talking about.
So that's my most anticipated game, Horizon Zero Dawn. It looks fun. I can't wait for it.
What are the ones? What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say it kind of looks like that mix between like a Far Cry with like the openness and how the game world works, like a futuristic post-apocalyptic, but everything's getting brought back
and wants to kill you.
And wants to kill because there are these mechs, like mechs that don't work in prehistoric, but all of our technology is kind of prehistoric. So it's just this really cool mix of things, which I think is really going to work.
I love the Far Cry formula. Welcome to this beautiful place where everything wants to kill you.
Yes. Yep, that's it.
That's the entire formula.
And I'm okay with that formula. It's a good formula.
It's a great formula. I'm about to try to replay Far Cry 4. I haven't played in a while, and it sounds like fun. Anyway, I have an honorable mention for anticipation. Just didn't hear too much about it. Then I just recently watched the Naughty Dog 8-minute, basically first section of the game of Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. First you're thinking, wait, but Uncharted 4 wrapped things up so nicely. Yes, they did, except for one character. They didn't wrap things up for Chloe. And this game stars Chloe, along with her new friend, Nadine Ross, who was an antagonist of Uncharted 4. So these two women are both badass, interesting, and I feel like this adventure could be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, dogs. And thanks to Alex, we're no longer professionals.
Right now, I'm gonna go let them out of this room. So
yeah,
you go TED talking for a bit.
Absolutely. My honorable mention, it was the other one that I wasn't sure whether it was my top choice or not comes out on Valentine's Day. For Honor.
Yeah, we're just recording something real quick.
This really awesome looking medieval fighter. I literally just can't, like, it's just one of these games that is just the graphics look fantastic, gameplay looks fantastic. Controls I think are going to be interesting and not what we normally think of for a random fighter game or one of those. Looks like big combat, and I can't wait. So
Yeah.
that's my second one.
Yeah, For Honor. Ever since I saw the demo at E3 last year, I thought it was going to be a lot of fun. So nothing but good things about that.
Yeah, the only thing is I'm sitting here, I'm going, dang it, it comes out one day before payday. But I can't get it.
All right, take us out, Jim.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for watching. If you liked this stream or liked any of the other videos we have, please hit that subscribe button down below. Please hit that like button if you really like what we're doing here. All of the trailers and things that most of the things we talked about are linked down in the description below. And we'll see you later.